Okay, today is the day where you will be creating your EDU creations over one of the topics from our unit. You will be helping to reteach topics to us so you can all succeed on your first test this year. So first of all, you're going to need to go to EDU Creations and log in the way that we practiced. Remember, you can log in with your Google and use the student code that was provided to you on your Google Classroom. I will post it again at the top so that it'll be easy to find. But you should be right there within my STEM class. Okay, so make sure that you log in that way, so that way it's easy to get in. That's why we practiced it earlier this week. Okay, you will not see all these lessons. Okay, these are things that students have turned into me, and that's fantastic. So you are my middle school STEM class. Okay, everybody's in there. And then where you're going to want to create a lesson. Okay, you're going to want to add a new lesson. So you can see the class code is here, TJUTGGR. Okay, so everybody's using that class code, and then everybody's going to be creating a new lesson. Now, when I say everybody, I mean one person per group, because there's no reason to have a million lessons per group. But once you're ready for your new lesson, it should look like this. Okay, so it's really easy to put in pictures and things, but like I talked about, you're going to want all the information on your picture before you try to start recording, because if you have to stop in the middle of your recording, it deletes everything and then you have to start all over again, and that is extremely frustrating. So it makes more sense to go to your drive and have a presentation. So let's say that I was doing solar eclipses. Okay, I would want to set up a slide with all of those things first. So I'm going to come and say insert image, and I'm going to search it from the web, and I'm going to look for solar eclipse diagrams. Okay, and then once I find the picture that works really well for me, because this one has solar and lunar, that might be too much. Oh, this one looks great. Okay, so I'm going to insert the one that I want. And once it's in there, I can make it as big as the slide or as big as I'd like it to be, right? And so it's on there. Now, if I wanted to add any text boxes, I need to do it here and now so that my image is ready to go. So I'm going to say insert text box, and then I can type in whatever I need to type. This is just a sample, okay? So, but any important information that I might want on the screen, I'm going to put it in here. So if you're doing the sun's layers, you might want to label your diagram. If you want to put definitions on there, you're going to want to type this in now, okay? So once it's all typed in and you are like, yes, this slide looks awesome, then you are going to want to take a screenshot. A screenshot on a Mac is Command-Shift-4. On a Chromebook, it's Control, Shift, and then your new screen button, which is at the top of your Chromebook choices. So again, Control, Shift, new screen. And then you should get this little picture taking icon. You have to click and drag only the parts that you want to take a picture of. So when it's done, ta-da, I've taken a picture. Well, where'd that go? On my Mac, it goes to my desktop. For you, it saves right in your images, which is absolutely awesome. So then, when you have all the images you want for your slideshow presentation, you're going to come in here and you're going to put them into the whiteboard. So my screenshot will be right there. Your images on your computer will open up. So once it's in, you can move it around where you need to move it. You can add drawings to it if you want, but like I said, if you add it to here and then you delete your recording, it all goes away. So I only use these colors when I'm speaking in my recording for EDU Creations, so that way it shows up when I'm recording, but it's not a big deal if it gets deleted. Okay, so you can have as many slides as you need within, these are your undo and redo buttons, I'm sorry, as many slides as you need within EDU Creations. So then let's say that you need another slide. Okay, do the same process here. Once you're all ready and you're ready to record, it's really simple. You simply say record. Okay, see how it's recording? Now I'm talking all about solar eclipses. I'm not going to talk about it really because I know there's another student who's going to, so this is just my sample. However, oh no, I made a mistake. Okay, so if I've made a mistake, obviously I don't want to save that, right? Because then it's not good and I'd be embarrassed. So if I say exit though, Oh, if I start recording again, I can start recording. So you can pause in the middle of your recording, okay? So that is a possibility, and then start again. All right, but if I were to say save, it says click save to save your recording or click preview to replay your work. Well, let's preview it because you always should before you save. So I'll come here and I'll play. Okay, see how it's recording? Now I'm talking all about solar eclipses. I'm not going to talk about it really because I know there's another student who's going to. Okay, so I see that. I realize, oh no, I made mistakes. That's obviously terrible. So I say start over. If you start over, this recording will be erased. That's okay. I press start over. This is the part that causes the freak out mode on students. Not only was my recording erased, so were my pictures, which is why, again, it's so much more helpful if you create your pictures first here. Once they're already beautiful, you take screenshots of them because it only takes 30 seconds to put your pictures back in. So again, prepare your pictures fully, then put them in. And if you flub on your recording, don't stress because you just record over again. Okay? So I'll put my picture back in. This time, I won't make any mistakes and I will record. As you can see, this is a beautiful diagram of a solar eclipse. If you look here, we have our sun. If you look here, we have our moon. Our moon is much smaller than our sun. All right, we're going to pretend that's awesome, and I'm going to be done. Pause, and now I'm going to say save. This time, I am going to save it after I preview, of course, because that's the responsible thing to do. And so I'll press save because I've previewed, because that's the right thing to do. And I will title my lesson Solar Eclipse. I may give a couple word summary here. I don't want my privacy to be private. I want it to be published because I want my classmates to be able to see this. You can change your subject area if you want. This is technically science, so that's fine. You can, again, get more specific if you want, or you can just leave it as basic science. It doesn't matter. And we are sixth graders, and it is sixth grade standards, so that would be perfect. All right, as soon as you say create, look at that. It's done, and it's saved in my lessons, which is totally awesome, which is what I want. Okay, but here's the really cool thing, is once you have it up there, not only do we want to be able to view it ourselves, we want our friends to be able to view it. So here's the important part. Now we want to share, okay? And so we have our link we can share it with, okay? So here it is. This is my link. I would Control C to copy that link, or I can just press copy, of course. But also notice I can add it to a class. So you can also just share it right to your stream, okay? And so I can choose which, obviously I want to add it to my middle school STEM class. But when I come back to my share, I can also share it to Google Classroom. And so that's an option, and I can choose to share it directly on our page. So this is not my Google Classroom account, so I can't do that. But if I were on my Google Classroom account, I could. So that being said, you guys are on your Google Classroom account, so you could share it directly to your stream from there. I do want you to share your link to the stream and to the assignment. Again, that means you're sharing it in two places, to the stream and to the assignment. So if you could please share it in both places, that would be greatly appreciated. Remember, your videos should only be 1 to 3 minutes in length. Keep them shorter and sweeter than this video, for sure. And wow us with all the knowledge you have. Good luck. I look forward to your creations.